evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight it's Newcastle United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers pre-match show. But before we get into it, if you do enjoy the show, then please do smash the like. It does help the channel up the search, and it means new viewers find it more easily. So please do smash that thumbs up. Thank you very much. If you're brand new to the channel, come in to subscribe. Come be part of this great community. Only 11 away now from 1,300. Also hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. If you do want to become a member, it's 99p. You can do that clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat, clicking on the dollar sign with all money reinvested back into the channel. So yes, so tonight we go against Wolves under the lights at St James's Park. And we know Wolves have had a little bit of a resurgence under their new manager since they lost Gary O'Neill. But, you know, there's always that. We can always beat them. And the run we're on at the moment, I'm pretty confident. But anyway, we'll get into all that a little bit later on. I'm going to jump into some comments as well. Sorry for the lateness of the show, guys. I was just sorting out my vlog. I've got a vlog that I'll be uploading on the channel later on. I went to a non-league game last night and saw a very good game. Bit of a scrappy game, let's be honest, but it was a good game. So I'll be uploading that vlog sometime this evening. That will be loaded, and then you'll be able to watch it whenever at your own leisure. And I hope you do enjoy it as well. So Troll says, hi Tony, hi to you, mate. Hope you're well. BS says, evening Tony, let's get into them. Absolutely, mate, we can do. The way we're playing, the confidence we've got, let's make it 9 on the spin tonight. 9 wins in a row would be fantastic. That's in all comps, by the way. Hi Tony, says Ian. Good evening to you, Ian. Hope you're well. 6:15, I'll bring you the team news when it arrives. How are you, the lads? Says Gary. Absolutely, mate. Mad Mag, evening everyone. I hope you're all well. Yeah, absolutely fine, mate. Hope you're well too. Greg Pearman says, good evening, Tony. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine, Greg. Hope you're well too, mate. Hope we've had a good day, and let's hope it's an even better evening. Coffee, hi Tony Noel, hi to you, mate. Hope you're well as well. And Joe as well, hi mate. Hope you're well too. And he says a very good evening to everyone. Look, we seem to be in the last. It's been a crazy time, hasn't it? You know, the last say 48 hours. You know, because obviously the PSR deadline, all the accounts had to be in and everything, and you know, we were panicking. Was it going to be Newcastle United amongst that? Was it, you know, were we amongst that? Thankfully, we weren't. Because I think we all know that that was all sorted out back in June last year when we had to get rid of Elliot Anderson and Nkubu Minty, which didn't help our situation because, as far as I'm aware, PSR was not brought in for you to sell your academy players, you know, and PSR, to me, is being ran in a shambles. We are running on a £105 million loss over 3 years. That has been ongoing since 2013. We are now 2025. That is 12 years on. Why hasn't the rate of inflation, with the rate of inflation, why hasn't this gone up? You know, and I agree with Kieran Maguire when he says it should be at least 220 million over 3 years. And that gives people that little bit extra. And absolutely it should be. You know, it's about time these rules on PSR were changed, because £105 million these days, really, to the owners, it's nothing. And like Darren Bent said, and another thing I agree with Darren Bent, he says the Newcastle owners have got money to burn. They've got no worries about going bankrupt. And yet they're handcuffed by these stupid rules. And he's absolutely right. We are handcuffed. We are tied and bound by these rules. These rules are out of date. They need to be sorted out, because I'm sick of picking up and I'm sick of seeing every news article online. It's PSR, PSR, PSR. And it's like, you know, no wonder we can't do no trade in these windows. And it's not just our club, there's other clubs as well that can't do trade in these windows because they're worried about the PSR. And another thing Kieran Maguire came up on, he said, if you overspend a little bit on your PSR, you may get the 6-point hit. Now, some teams look at that and say, is it worth the 6-point hit? Because, yes, they can make that 6 points up, but they've got to make sure that, you know, whatever it is, that will cover it. And I sort of agree with him, but he says, like, the teams that come up, they've got to be careful how much they spend, because if they spend too much and they get relegated, they're going to have these players on huge contracts. So I see it in that sense. But the likes of us, if we're going for, say, a Champions League place, and we got docked 6 points, we could make that 6 points back up. If it meant we overspent a little bit, just to bring an extra few quality players in. That's the way I look at it anyway. Just going to some more comments here. I am, mate. Hope you are as well. Andrew's in the chat. Hi, Andrew. Hope you're well, mate. Scott says, hi, Tony and chat. Some good results yesterday for the Toon. So min 4-0 into the fourth. Toon. Do you know what? Yeah, Chelsea drawn as well. Absolutely. A lot of draws last night. I mean, I thought Forest might have lost slightly to Liverpool, maybe 2-1. But, you know, fair play to Forest. They got a draw. They've took 4 points off Liverpool this season. So people who think Forest are falling away, well, they're not at the minute, and we're into January now. So God knows where Forest will end up. Bias says the football economy would be much better off if we were allowed to spend. Exactly. The thing is, when you're not spending money, you're not bringing money into like the Premier League. Alan says, evening folks, same as last time, please. Team being good, feel confident, players rested. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Mad Debate says, is Isak fit? We don't know. What Eddie says, we don't know. But do you know what it is? I think he is fit. And I think Eddie Howe is just saying that he's not sure, just to put doubt in the opposition manager's mind, because he may think, oh, well, I'll play this team if he's not going to be fit. I can play this team. And so we don't know. So maybe it's just Eddie playing mind games. And if it is, I don't care. Toon. Bloody Woody was all right, wasn't he? He's firing. He's firing this season. Andrew says, yeah, not bad. Tony Chia's being eye specialist earlier. My pupils are huge and you'll all sparkly on my screen. Oh, I hope you get well soon, Andrew, mate. I hope you get well soon. Hope they can do something for you, mate. Greg's, I heard Jose wants Kelly. Let's hope we sell him. He's on far too much money for me and we can get a replacement. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to talk about that one in a moment. Isak pictured with a team. Evening all says 2 for Joy. And Wadinho says... Mac Debates lol. Yeah, I mean, look, the Lloyd Kelly thing, I mean, that's just come out of the blue, hasn't it? You know? To be honest with you, we don't even know where that all of a sudden just come from. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, Lloyd Kelly's wanted. Now, to me, they've offered apparently £6 million. We want 10 million. I would take 10 million for Lloyd Kelly, and I would say sell him. If I'm honest, I wasn't a big fan of this signing. And I thought, you know what, I'll give the lad a chance. But I wasn't a huge fan. And I've not really seen anything from Lloyd Kelly that makes me think, wow, he's excellent. I mean, that chance he had when Byrne was suspended and he came into the team, he had a shocking game. That was his time to stamp his authority and say, right, okay, I've got a starting place now. I'm not giving this starting place up. I'm keeping this place. I'm going to keep this shirt. But he didn't. He wasted that opportunity to stay in the team. So for me, selling him on, I wouldn't be too disappointed, let's be honest. We've got more than enough cover to cover it left centre back. Botman can do the job, you know, so we're fine in that way. Right. Also, well, 1 minute till the team news. Also, we're in for a couple of keepers apparently, aren't we? I mean, look, the Chevalier links come out the other day. Lucas Chevalier. Now, look, I think this lad's a quality goalkeeper, and if we can get Chevalier at the club, he would be one hell of a signing. Let's be honest. I've seen the lad at Leicester play when he played for France under 21s against England. And although England scored 4, He couldn't do nothing about the goals. He was absolutely spot on that day. He was absolutely brilliant. It's not only that, it's his organisation skills, his distribution, everything was just spot on about the lad. So if we can get Chevalier, that would just top it off. I would say go and get him now if we can. I know people are saying we might not need a keeper now, but you know what? Go out and get him now. Right, the starting 11's in. So we'll run through that. It's Dubravka in goal, with a back four of Livramento, Sven Botman, Dan Burn, Lewis Hall. Midfield three, or the midfield trio, is Bruno, Tonali and Joe Linton. And up front, it's Murphy, Isak, and Anthony Gordon. On the bench, it's Odysseus, Trippier, Kraft, Isula, Almiron, Kelly, Willick, Longstaff, and Miley. So no Fabian Schär on the bench. That's a strange one. So I don't know why Fabian Schär's not on the bench unless... that is a strange one. But I will pop that team news on screen in just 1 second for you. Yeah, so no Schär. Unless he's got an injury or a knock or something, maybe. Maybe after Sunday. I didn't think he had the greatest game on Sunday, if I'm honest, Schär. Right, let's pop that team news up for you. There you go. But at least the main man's there, Isak. That's the main thing. We've got Isak. But I don't think that's an unchanged lineup. And I'm glad Botman's kept his place, because I think Botman's played really well alongside Burn. And at the end of the day, why change it? If it's not broken, don't fix it. So, right, Wolves, they line up with this squad tonight. Jose Sarr in goal. Gomez, Doherty. We know he scored a couple of times at St James's in the past. Bueno, Agbadou, or however you pronounce his name. Ait Nouri, Jose Gomez, Andre, Guedes, Strand Larson, and Huang. On the bench, it's Johnson, Cunha, Dawson, Doyle, Sarabia, Semedo, Forbes, Bellegarde, and Lima. So that's their bench. So I'll get the Wolves team up for you in a second as well. But that's how they're lining up again with Sarr in goal, R. Gomez, Doherty, Bueno, Agbadou, Ait Nouri, J. Gomez, Andre, Guedes, Strand Larson, and Huang. That is the lineup for Wolverhampton Wanderers tonight. And I'll pop theirs just on there for you in a second. There we go, and there is the Wolves team. Two for Joyce is Bettman and Byrne. No Schär on the bench? No, absolutely not. Isaac. How taking no prisoners tonight, says Mad Mag. Absolutely not. Two tonight for Flash and Isak. As long as Mafinho is there, we're winning the game, says Coffee. Isak going for Shearer's record tonight? Yeah, absolutely is. He's on fire, isn't he, at the minute? Good to see Miley in the squad. Call the time now for the future. CDM for the tune, top player. All the time, yeah. I mean, the thing is, Lewis Smiley is probably now, if say anything happened to Tonali, he would come in and play in the Tonali role. Maybe he's picked up some tips from Tonali. Watching Tonali in training, he's maybe thought, oh, hang on, I could improve my game in different places. Yeah, so... that's probably what he's maybe thinking. But, But I'm happy with that team tonight. That's the Wolves team. Look, they haven't been the best Wolves, have they? Let's be honest. They were playing poor under Gary O'Neill, then they sacked him, and then they brought in this Pereira, and you're thinking, who's he? Because is he really that good? But look, he's come in, he hit the ground running, as they always do. Obviously they got beat off Nottingham Forest, the other Monday, 3-0. But apart from that, they got a 2-2 draw away at the Wolves. They beat Man United 2-0 at home. They beat Leicester City 3-0 away. Leicester were poor, let's be honest. So yeah, and obviously their latest result was beating Bristol City in the FA Cup 2-1. So we shall see. Who's the officials, Tony? I will find them for you and let you know who the officials are for tonight. Let me find out and I'll tell you. Give me one moment and I'll tell you who the referee that is tonight. Don't think it's Andy. No, it's not Andy Madley, is it? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, not for that ones we don't want. I haven't got the officials actually, have I? Let's have a look. That says match week 22. Let's have a look. I haven't got the officials, so I'm not sure who the referee is tonight. If anybody knows, for some reason, it's not in here. It's normally tells you. Let's see if I can find out for you. Just bear with me, guys. Darren England. Darren England's the referee tonight. So that's the referee for tonight's game. Darren England. His stats this season are 17 games. He's issued 68 yellow cards, 3 red cards. He's assisted by Nick Greenhoff and Akil Housen. Fourth officials, Darren Bond. VAR is Graham Scott. And the assistant VAR is Steve Meredith. So there we go. And I'll pop the Newcastle team back on for anybody who's just come in. Rather have Cher on the bench than Eustace Longy. And would have Sanusi ahead of Miggy. I mean, look, Sanusi came on. He looked bright. He's a very raw talent. There's still a lot there to improve on Sanusi. But there's optimism there that he's going to be a great one in the future, that's for sure. Do you rate Sanusi, Trolls? The potential? I think he's a long way off. Yeah, he's a long way off from the starting lineup. Absolutely is. What channel are we on? TNT Sports 4 tonight, I believe. 34. Cher scored versus Wolves last game, won us the penalty in the game before that, and gets lots of goals for a centre back. Should be Cher Botman. Thing is, though, Burns played so well this season. You've got to take your hat off to Dan Burn. He's, as Anthony Gordon says, he's probably been player of the season already. It's just, he's been immense for us. Yes, Miggy is shape, but should be sold. Well, we can't get rid of him, can we? That's the problem. It's his wage demands. Going to watch the game, my movie editing room. Let's make 9 wins. Opportunity to go fourth tonight. Yeah, Brian, absolutely, mate. We can go fourth tonight, definitely. Hope you're good, Tony, says Trolls. Yeah, I'm absolutely well, mate. Thank you very much, Trolls. Darren England's a ref, says Joe. Mad Bag agree, but rather have Longland Sinusi for a threat, at least, yeah. Darren England's a ref, Graham Scott 4, yeah. Thanks, Alessandro. Hope you're well, mate. It's Paul Gallant who's a referee, says Brian. Ben Jacobs, Atlanta United in for Mickey. That would be a good move for him. And Peter says, evening, loving the show as always. Thanks, Pete WW. As I said, guys, yeah, later on tonight there will be a match vlog from, I went to a match last night, a non-league game, Ipswich Wanderers versus Cambridge City. So that vlog will be out later on, so keep an eye out for that vlog. And you can watch it at your leisure and smash the like on it as well. Troll says, how doesn't want to sell Mickey, so he isn't for sale. He has to be up for sale to get. Thing is, we all want to move him on, but it's his wage demands, and that's the problem. You see, the likes of Charlotte want to pay a low fee to compensate for his wages, but we won't take the low fee, so I don't know. Philip says, evening. Tony, hope you're well. Yeah, absolutely, mate. David says, finally found you again. Wondered where you went, because have you started a new channel? No, David, this was formerly It's All Black and White TV. And what happened was, David, I had to change something because, look, there is a lot of channels out there who are all Newcastle United related. And look, there is a lot of us Newcastle channels. And the problem was, it didn't matter what show you were doing, you might not get as many viewers, you might, and things were going a bit stale. So I just changed something different. So all I've done was I've changed the name of the channel. And I also go around the grounds and do match vlogs as well. So different games, like lower league teams, like I've been to Colchester. I've done Cambridge City, I've done Bury Town, Nick Pope's old club, Northampton Town, Cambridge United, Brackley Town. So I've done vlogs around the grounds. So I'm doing that as something different. As I say, because we've got so many Newcastle channels, and then everybody else, if I put out there, it's like everybody's doing basically the same sort of thing. So I just changed a little bit direction on the channel, which a lot of people enjoy doing, because a lot of people are enjoying it now because they're seeing these different vlogs coming on the channel. So the channel's never ever gone away. It's only changed the name, that's all. And I know I've still got my old studio in the background till I get a new one. But that's the only thing that's changed is the actual name, but not the channel. The channel's always been there. So all the videos from the past, from the 2 years, nearly 3 years this channel's been going, are all still there. I just changed the name of the channel and just had to move it in a different direction. That was all. Newcastle United will always be first and foremost on this channel. As I see, I do the pre-match still and things like that, match reactions and things, but I just wanted to do something different as well. As I say, I was just like, I didn't feel as if things were moving on, so I had to change something. So that's what I've done. But now you know what the channel name is, David. And as long as you've hit that bell notification, you'll be absolutely fine. TNT Sports 3. I think it's 4, Brian. I think Philip says we should be hammering most. No disrespect them. We should be, yeah, absolutely. Always great for an NUFC vlogger to do different grounds just for something different. Yeah, do you know what it is? I tell you what, if you've not been to a non-league game, honestly, go to a non-league game. It's, do you know what? It's totally different. It's different atmosphere, and it's just different, and it's great. I think non-league grounds are great. I mean, look. I went, as I say, I went to Ipswich Wanderers last night. And the thing is, I actually got talking to the goalkeeping coach from Cambridge City. And he actually said, oh, you're the YouTuber, because he says when you were at Cambridge City's home ground, he says, I saw you vlog the last time. He says, and I thought it was brilliant. So when you get somebody from the club, a coach and staff from the club, to come up to you and actually say, oh, we enjoyed what you're doing. And he says, I must go back to a home game there at Cambridge City. So, Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so if you ever get to go to a non-league ground, definitely do it. It honestly, you'll enjoy it. It really is. Fair enough, says David. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Bournemouth will be tough. They're doing well. Bournemouth are doing very well this season. I mean, look, they drew at Chelsea, but again, we're at home. We can beat Bournemouth at home. We're a different side to what Bournemouth played at the start of the season. So it all depends how we are doing. If we go out and win tonight, the run we're on at the moment, as long as we can keep people fit, and I believe now with the PSR thing happening, I think we can go out now. I think now we can go out and spend a little bit of money in January. Who knows? We may well spend some money in January. TNT3 says, Beer. Do you know what it is, Beer? I looked at it this morning on the Sky and it said TNT4, so they must have changed it since then because it did say TNT4 this morning, so they've obviously changed it since then. And North London Derby is now known as both managers under pressure derby. Do you know what, Philip? That's just... And the fact is, they've got no Jesus now. He's out for over a year with an ACL. Do you know what? They've got no strikers, Arsenal, have they? It's 3, Tony. Yeah. No, Brian, it was when I looked this morning, it was TNT4. That's why I was looking to see what channel it was on. So they've obviously changed it since this morning. Good evening, Julie. Hope you're well. Bournemouth have done surprisingly brilliant this season, considering they don't have Solanke or Kelly. Yeah, they have done. But Ariola's proven to be a good manager, isn't he? Jan says, never mind hammering. 2-1 for the Toon will do me until the end of the season. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Definitely. Billy says the game's on Prime. I think when it's on TNT, doesn't TNT have a collaboration with Prime as well? So yeah, it could be on there as well. But I haven't checked that one out. Don't worry, Tony. Jesus will rise again. Hey, I ain't bothered about Arsenal. I couldn't care if they've got no strikers, because I tell you what, as long as we can stop them scoring at St James's Park in the return leg, that gets us to Wembley. And as long as Spurs can do the job against Liverpool at Anfield. So yeah, so as I see, we're talking about goalkeepers earlier. Obviously we've been linked, like I say, with Chevalier, and today we've been linked with another goalkeeper, a Japanese goalkeeper who plays for Parma, called Zion Suzuki. High claims and long shot savings are his strengths. Weaknesses is his error proneness, so that's the thing. Let's have a look at his stats this season. He's played all 19 games. He's been in Team of the Week twice. He's made 62 saves, 49 from inside the box, 12 from outside the box. He's parried 14 of them saves. He saved none out of his 2 penalties he's faced. He's conceded 30 goals this season, 27 from inside the box, 3 from outside. And let's look at his defending. He's got 2 clean sheets this season, but sassy, I don't know how good Palmer are. He's had 4 errors that's led to a shot. He's not given any penalties away. He's not had any errors that's led to an actual goal. His ball recoveries is 8.9 per game. That's massive. And he's had 1 yellow. He's had 1 which has gone from a second yellow to a red, and a red card as well this season. So he seems to be... he seems to be a good keeper. He's only 22, but then he seems to be a bit erratic as well. So I'm not so sure whether we are looking at him or not. If not, I would definitely go for Chevalier. If I had that. Yes, Amazon Prime. Bias is apparently they only do loaves and fishes in Arsenal's canteen. It's on my China stream law. Games on TNT3 and Discovery Plus. Yeah, like I say, when I looked this morning, because I thought, oh, I wonder what channel it's on, just so I can bookmark it for tonight. And it said TNT4, so they've obviously changed it. Cole Palmer having another tremendous season for Chelsea. They wouldn't be in the top four without him. Well, exactly, Philip. That's the thing. I just wish we'd gone for him last season instead. Watching Leicester Palace, certainly bloody not. I don't want to be bored, thank you. Spurs to win tonight, and Bob is your uncle, says Jan. Yeah. It's on Prime and TNT and Discovery for subscribers because BT sold the channels to Warner Brothers a couple of years ago and renamed it TNT. Just took the dog out. Lovely yellow moon tonight. Nice one, Alan. Predator High Mate, he says on Prime, but you have to be on Discovery subscription to watch it. It's on loads of channels on the Magic Stick. Exactly. The Magic Stick, indeed. We know exactly what that is. So, right, guys, we've got 40 watching, but we've only got 16 likes. So if we can smash the thumbs up, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up, then please do. That helps the channel. And if you are brand new to the channel, come and smash that subscribe and join this great community we've got here as well. Yeah, the Magic Sticks, that's how John Sinclair gets them anywhere. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, tonight, look, it's probably going to be a difficult game because, like I say, they've got that new manager bounce. They've played well under that new manager and he's got his ideas across. But I think we will have too much for Wolves tonight. I really do. I'm really confident tonight. And maybe I shouldn't. I'm not overconfident, so I'm not going to be too overconfident. But I'm confident that we can go out there, win the game, get the game done, move on to Saturday. If we go out there and we're a couple of goals to the good, I would say there's no reason why we can't take the likes of Isak and Gordon off early, give them a rest, give them a break, that's what I would say. But look, I'm confident the way we are. Look, winning breeds confidence, and the games we are winning at the moment, we are breeding a lot of confidence by winning these games. So long may this run continue. I don't care how long this run continues. If this run continues throughout the rest of January and into February, and then see we do come up unstuck in February and we lose a game, we'll look back and think, do you know what? We've been on a terrific run. But let it continue. If you go onto Twitter, the Emirates FA Cup page, you can vote for your goal of the weekend. Asula's been put in there for his goal. I want to mention Asula. I thought he took that goal really, really well. Brilliant goal from Asula. Now, let's hope we see more from this lad because, look, no disrespect, that was only Bromley. But look, he still had to do it and get past the player and get his shot away, and he took the goal really well. And I'm not going to take away from the lad. It was a brilliant goal from Asula. He's now got to step up and do it in the Premier League. Now, one thing I was thinking about Asula was, and I don't know if any other people in the chat may feel the same with me, do you think we're not playing him as much? Are we doing to Asula what we done to Lewis Hall last season? Do you remember with Lewis Hall, he didn't play a lot of games for us last season. And then when eventually he did come in, he done the business and was looking the part, and then look where he is now. And I'm thinking the same with Asula. Maybe he's just keeping him back. And then he will eventually just unleash him. So look, I think he could be a diamond in the rough. And once that's all smoothed out, if he can get his finishing done, and the thing is, this lad could turn into a terrific striker, and then we could look at it and say, well, actually, bloody great business at 10 million quid plus 5 million add-ons. But on the other scale, he might not make it, and we may think, oh, well, that's 10 million quid we've lost. But, so we'll see. We'll give the lad a chance. But I thought he took his goal really well the other night. I really did, the other day. Got to win by 4 to get fourth, says Scott. No easy games in the Prem until the Mackhams come up. Well, yeah, then there'll be 6 points then. 2 weeks we'll be in Palace. Predator says, hi Tony, all good mate. Thoughts on Kelly Sold? Not really a fan of him, if I'm honest. He's okay. It's Botman's rotation, of Shaw's rotation. Do you know what it is? I said this earlier on Predator in the show. I've never been a fan. Well, look, I wasn't highly excited by this signing when he came in. And I just thought it's another one we've gone to Bournemouth for. You know, was he linked to Milan? Was he linked to Liverpool? Supposedly all these clubs, which I don't know. I'm not sure. For me, when he had that chance, when he come in for Burn, I think it was that against West Ham, wasn't it, when we lost? And look, I thought this is his chance to nail down a first team place, to say, right, okay, I've got the shirt and I'm not letting it go. But he didn't. He was absolutely woeful that night. Look, if he gets sold, it's no loss to me, as long as we get something for him. So yeah, I'm on that as well. We don't need to win by fourth. We just get the 3 points and we'd be above Chelsea by a point. Yeah, because we got a draw last night. Yeah, it'll be fourth, man. Scott, we're on 35. Chelsea's on 37. Yeah, we go above them. Yeah, absolutely. Asula needs a loan out, but we've got the Wilson problem. Yeah, that's the thing. Will Asula, great to see him finally get his first goal, says Philip. Definitely needs more game time, particularly in the Prem. I agree. Coffee says with Bruno in the middle, Botman at the back and Isak in attack, we're going to win the Premier League. I'll tell you what it is. Liverpool seem to be fluffing up a little bit, don't they? So, look, who knows? Who knows? Been watching YouTube videos of NUSC 92 and 83 in the old First Division with David Kelly scoring goals, and such an underrated player. David Kelly was, I mean, when we bought him, you know, at first he didn't set the ground alight. He didn't set the, you know, the games alight. But look, he got better and better, and yeah, what a player he was for us for 250 grand. David says, evening Tony, evening mate, I hope you're well. He says, jumping in on the talk of Villasola and think how is very likely to be holding him back like Hall. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking now, the more I'm looking at it. Julie says, I have free Discovery Plus account. We'll have to pay £30 if I want to watch the game. That's just mad, isn't it? It's just stupidity, that. Just excited, a bit pissed. Copy says, how are the cartel clubs like Man U and Liverpool getting big offers for their deadwood like Casemiro and Nunes, but we can't? That's the thing. I know it's just absolute madness how they get this. I don't get it. Your answer, Coffee, is the first 5 words of your question. But yeah, I don't get how these cartel clubs get away with it. I mean, Mickey's supposed to have a £60 million release clause in his contract. Why doesn't one of our PIF-owned clubs in Saudi come in and get him and take him for 60 million? Premier League can't do nothing. It's in his contract. You know, we could have made 60 million, but maybe we just don't want to go down that route. But I think we definitely got to start getting rid of some of these players now, though, and making more wriggle room for other players to come in. Phillips says, ridiculously crazy Premier League season with Liverpool dropping a few points at the top and Man City dropping points, throwing away leads. Yeah, absolutely. Cartel clubs, that's why. Saudi offered 70 to 75 for Nunes and they said no. Wow. Got a bet on with my poker friends, 4 off the Arsenal subs for 20 quid each, and we end up above them at the end of the season. I mean, we Arsenal are playing. We could do, you know. So, another thing, let's talk about Arsenal. Not only have they wanted, some fans have said, you know, we know how much they would love to have had Isak in their team. They're not going to get him. And then a fan last week said, oh, go and get Isak and Gordon. And I thought, well, if Arsenal got 300 million quid for starters, then come on. Now, the latest rumour from Arsenal is There is now Arsenal fans saying they want Tino Livramento. They said he's the complete right back. How deluded are these people? Do these people think that we're a selling club? Do they think they can just come to our club and just buy our players? Well, no, you bloody well can't. And Livramento is not for sale either. These Arsenal fans are getting so deluded by the day. It's laughable, it really is. Look at us only getting 25 for Maxi. It was ridiculous, but we did it so we didn't kick up a fuss of the Premier League and the other clubs making mistake, in my opinion. But I'm positive that's what it was, so low. Yeah, I think so. Sick of seeing Skies. I would love to get Saliba and Saka at Newcastle. I would as well. No way Livermento's going to Arsenal. Absolutely not. No chance. And I'll tell you what it is as well. I just want to give a shout out to ITV last week. Now, when our Carabao Cup game was on there and Sky, I watched the ITV side. And do you know what? The commentary was absolutely fantastic from Sam Matterface and Lee Dixon. There was no bias whatsoever. At the start of the show, there was no bias from Ian Wright or anything like that. You know, there was no talk of the other clubs. It was talking about that game only. So I thought it was brilliant to see ITV do that. It was absolutely brilliant from them. And I see, by the way, they've got a championship game on Sunday, Yorkshire Derby. So, yeah. That Tino room, I came from a fake Kai Havertz. Could be Villa watch trolling possibilities. City fans want Livramento to replace Walker. It's funny how we get these players and all of a sudden other teams want them. Well, City can do one. They've got Kusanov now as well, haven't they? Laughable how Arsenal fans go on like babies. They're so deluded and salty. Absolutely. Look, North London salty full stop, innit? You know? Look at the saltiness of Spurs manager against us when we beat them. Look at the saltiness from Arteta, you know? The Bulls later. What does he think it is? A bloody penny floater. David Knight says these fans of Manchester live in the past and still think they are dealing with Newcastle under Ashley. Can't get their heads around it. If this was to make Ashley yet, these players would have been gone by now, absolutely. Arsenal, Man U and Spurs players with no risk from them, absolutely. Surprising Matterface usually hates us, says Julie. Yeah, he was quite alright actually. Philip says ITV, given their due, showing no bias and actually talking about the game, unlike Sky and BBC, who are simply woke nowadays. Exactly. Queen of Hearts in the chat. Hi, Queen of Heart. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're doing very well. Evening, folks. Gunners can have Tino Isak for a mere 300 million quid, at least. What time's the North London Derby kick off? Their team sheets are out. I'm not sure what time they kick off. Probably 8 o'clock or 8:15, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't really took no notice, to be fair. Great to see Theo Walcott and Chris Boyd giving our club deserved praise. Yeah, absolutely. Billy says we should start the rumour that we are after Saka. Give Arsenal some of their own medicine. Exactly, we should do, shouldn't we? Somebody should start that up. Are we the lads, says Geordie. Twitter faces. Yeah. Trolls always a pleasure. Geordie says, come on lads, get the job done. 3 points, absolutely. I'm going to come out with my prediction in a moment. Tony, if this was 2 under Ashley, we wouldn't have these players at all because he wouldn't buy them. Exactly, absolutely. Saka would probably come because his father's a Newcastle fan, isn't he? Magpie will hunt the Wolves tonight, absolutely. Apologies for not being seen. I have had a festive hangover. Hey, do you know what? It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. We've all been there. 8 o'clock for the kick-off of the salty North London Derby. Exactly. So my prediction for this game tonight is I'm going for a 2-0 win for the Toon. And I'm going to say Isak and Tonali on the score sheet tonight. There you go. So I'm going Isak Tonali to score the goals tonight. Gordon with an assist for Isak. And yeah, I'm going 2-0 Newcastle all the way on this one. I'm quite confident we'll get the 3 points tonight. And confident that we will do the job. BS says 3-0 Lewis Hall on the score sheet. Not a bad shout, mate. Not a bad shout at all. Anyway, guys and girls, we're going to come to the end of this show. It's been a great show, and people might want to get themselves off, get something to eat, get sorted out for the game. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this tonight, then please do smash the like Sean the Sheep has demonstrated there. Please do smash the thumbs up. It does help the channel. Also, if you're brand new at the channel, come and hit the subscribe. Come be part of this great community. Also, hit the bell notification. That will tell you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. Let's just run through some comments before we wrap up. I thought I'd never this, but come on the Spurs, says Billy. Bloody hope we smash the Wolves tonight. 6-0 for me, could be more, says Brian. That would be a lovely score, wouldn't it, mate? Atlanta have come in for Miggy. Nice one. My prediction is 3-0, Gordon, Bruno, Tonali. Yeah, nice one, Philip. Stay safe, Tony. How are you, the lads? You too, mate. Cheers. Thank you very much, Philip. As always, 3-0. How are you, the lads? Says 2 for Joy. Isak 1, Sandro 1, Bruno 1. Make it 3-0, says Jan. Absolutely, mate. Always Queen. And she's demonstrating there. Sheep, thumbs up. Atlanta, not Atlanta, my mistake. Fancy Tonali to score. Think a goal is due by, says Alan to win. Cheers, Alan. Thank you very much. According to Keith Downey. Bye, Tony and all. And knew what you meant, Coffee. The American or not the Italian one. The Spuds will smash Arsenal tonight. Let's hope they do. Off we to see and all as well. Nice to see you back, Tony. 2-1. Up the tune. Up the tune. Luke, absolutely. I've not gone away, Luke. I'm still here, mate. And the only thing that's changed, but I still do lives for like pre-show, pre-matches and things like that. So, you know, I'll always still be here for them. Take care, Tony and all. Cheers, Billy F. Thanks very much. Julie says, great show, Tony. Goodbye, and everyone. You too, Julie. Great show, Ian. Thank you very much, Ian. And thank you to everybody. Man U fans are in a dilemma. They don't want Liverpool or City to win the Premier League, but want Arsenal to win it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, guys, don't forget to smash that like on your way out if you haven't done so. And if you're new, do hit that subscribe as well. But until then, remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. Enjoy the game tonight. Come on, the Magpies. Let's win this. We can do this tonight, lads. Come on. How are you, the lads? And how are you, the lasses? Bye-bye for now, guys.